Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is Madden 17 on EA Sports. The playoff chase is very much on as the season winds down, and wouldn't this fella love to make a big play or two down the field to possibly bring them one step closer to the postseason? It's the Panthers going up against the Buccaneers. With that, let's hand it over to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis. They've got the call of this Week 12 matchup.
And we're about 5 miles northwest of downtown Tampa at beautiful Raymond James Stadium near Florida's Gulf Coast. Today, it's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we've got a good one in store between the Carolina Panthers and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Hi again, everyone. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. And, Charles, you take a look at this Buccaneer ball club. They come in off the very rare tie a game ago. On fourth down, the Bucs will call on Anger. Brian Anger to punt it away. This is taken around the 12. A good return there, 17 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. So here are the Panthers now for their opening drive. They're led out by their big-bodied electric quarterback, Cam Newton.
Cam has all the skills that you're looking for. The arm that can do everything, the ability to run, hard to bring down because of his size. But the joy that he plays the game, I think that's his stock in trade. That's his calling card. That's what sets him apart from other players.
20.
On 1st and 10, Newton. And he will find his man on the outside. A gain of 6 there on 1st. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is it not? With his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play, but what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quicker.
Kelvin Benjamin has to be a feature of this offense that's on your screen now.
Definitely the #1 receiver, a huge target with some speed. It's almost like go-go gadget when he goes up to get the football. No matter how you defend him, he can go just a little bit higher.
Now a first carry for Jonathan Stewart. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first.
3rd and 1, partner. No need to be fancy there. Just use some force and move forward and pick up the first down.
Newton on 1st down. And he finds a man on the crossing route. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. So on that play, defense was in the zone. They ran a crossing route offensively, but the defense there, you got to be good with communication, don't you?
You certainly do, and it's not something that is really evident when you watch it on the screen. But everyone's talking, communicating, pointing, and it keeps you from chasing receivers because you have a specific zone you have to cover. When a receiver's in your zone and he crosses to another one, you got to let your guy know. They got a completion there, but I like the discipline they showed to stay in their proper areas and then make the tackle.
And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. And a quick look at the Buccaneer defensive starters.
Brent Grimes is one of those cornerbacks who was overlooked coming out of college and plays each and every game with a chip on his shoulder.
Third down here for the offense after the incomplete pass. Newton on 3rd down. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first.
Not too many things get to a quarterback of this magnitude, but I think it's safe to say that pressure can get to any quarterback.
Now, he's obviously a great franchise quarterback, but felt the pressure, threw it incomplete. They were looking to get it to Kelvin Benjamin there, and it's third down. It's been a pretty long drive. This will be play number 9, and they need 10 yards out of it on third.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away, but the bottom line is that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a fourth down. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This one taken from the 7. And his guys are going to start their drive right at the 20-yard line. The Buccaneers defense making their way back out onto the field. And as we're going to see right here, they have been laying some pretty electrifying hits in this one.
And these are for real, okay? As you watch, think about putting yourself in that spot, about being the ball carrier or the receiver.
I don't want to.
And then taking that shot, it is something else. It's not like when we were watching that video clip where they showed you how they make sounds for movies. This is for real.
On first down, Newton. And Olsen over the middle. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height, sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there if he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does for a quarterback who has to slide and find open space to throw.
Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. A really nice gain of 25 yards. We often, with Cam Newton, talk a lot about his legs. Don't forget about that arm.
He can throw it on a rope. He can loft it. He's got the touch that's been developed throughout his career. But the big part about just watching him throw it, it seems almost effortless.
Greg Olsen was the intended target, and that'll bring up second down.
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it, sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And yes, he's a tight end, but he rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Levante David. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Here's Brian Anger now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. This is taken at about the 14. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Panthers will have a 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. Carolina getting set to take the field. Looked like they had something going last drive. Then the interception happened. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop it.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
So the flag is for the very rare illegal forward pass penalty.
Not often that a quarterback forgets where the line of scrimmage is. They have an innate sense about it. On this play, the quarterback did.
Now Newton. And this one is incomplete. The kicker, Roberto Aguayo, has it teed up and is about ready to get this one started. This one taken from the 7. And he'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. And Onto the field, here come the Panthers. And last time out, they had to punt the football away. Anything positive possibly to take from that?
There always is when you're punting the football away. It doesn't sound like it because you're giving it up, but you've avoided a mistake.
At least you didn't turn it over.
You didn't turn it over, right? You're giving your defense a chance because you're punting the ball away, and they're set to go on the field as opposed to sudden change after a turnover. And wow, now we got to go out there and stop people. So, yeah, there's always something positive to be gained from it.
He hits Stewart in the flat. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. So we're back in the offense getting set following the call of that timeout. Newton throwing again. A dump off here to Stewart. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. And the wideout in motion.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
That was a classic example of trying to run with the ball without securing the catch. He was thinking about those rack yards instead of making the catch first and then taking off.
On 2nd and 10, Newton. Going down the middle, and it's complete. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So as they take it over, we step aside. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Out come the Panthers. They'll have it first on offense in the 3rd quarter. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up.
Similar to a slant, it's all about timing when you're throwing a crossing route. Quarterback and receiver have to be in sync, and when they put it on them just right and catch it full speed, running through a defense can often result in a big pickup of yardage.
And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. A wise move there, looked like nobody open, now 2nd down. Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's 2nd down. Back to the air. Newton on 2nd down. Man open left side is Brown. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. And the Bucs with an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. Again, Newton. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. Here's Brian Anger now, as he's on to punt for Tampa Bay. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin them back. Carolina getting set to take the field. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. And they get to Newton and take him down for the sack. Robert Ayers. He's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. And that is incomplete.
Holding offense.
The kicker, Roberto Aguayo, has it teed up and is about ready to get this one started. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
Then they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10.
Coaches really don't care from what position they get this, but run after the catch ability, rack ability, is often the difference between winning and losing and changing field position.
He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Slants are so tough to cover because everything happens so fast, but sometimes it happens too fast for the guy catching the ball because all of his movements have to be quick off the line of scrimmage, and then all of a sudden the ball's right on top of you. And maybe he got a little bit ahead of himself there.
A lot of times coming in with good pace, and he dropped it. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble. Defense has set themselves up nicely. 3rd and 10 now. A play fake to Stewart. It's Newton. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. Here's Brian Anger now. He's been terrific so far. And he fields it cleanly.
Illegal block in the back. Return team.
On 1st down, it's Newton. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked off by Brad McDougal. And he's able to get... The kicker, Roberto Aguayo, has it teed up and is about ready to get this one started. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. A good pickup there, a 22.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-armed guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
So now 11 yards to go for this offensive unit. It's 2nd down. Here's Newton now on 2nd down. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And Stewart lost the football. It's loose. And they will take over possession. Here are the Panthers now as their offense comes back out onto the field. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about, what, the second sentence of the coach's address?
And those are so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
To throw on second down is Newton. Incomplete. Niles Paul, the intended target, and it's third and short.
Today's NFL, these big guys are featured receivers. They move them all over the place to try and find good matchups, and they had one. They were just unable to complete the pass.
And they brought in an extra defensive back here, so probably not expecting a run on 3rd and 3.
A good call.
And now another one thrown incomplete. Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So for the Buccaneers, they pick up win number 4 on the campaign as they emerge victorious here. And they'll get to stay home again next week as the Minnesota Vikings come to town. Meanwhile, for the Panthers, it's a loss that sets them back in their playoff push as they fall to 6-5. And they'll have a chance at redemption next week at home against the Los Angeles Rams. So that'll do it. For my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry, I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Bucs are winners here as we say so long from Tampa.